Hey guys, it's Katie here with Life of the Mundane. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have had a great week. Last video, we talked a little bit about consigning your kids' clothes and equipment in a consignment sale, how you can make the most money possible, and how you can kind of streamline that system to really make the process as simple as possible. So if you want to see that video and you missed out, make sure to check above in the link in the iCards or down in the description below to see that link. Now, today we're going to be looking at the flip side of that, and that is the shopper's experience. I'm going to give you 10 tips for having the best shopping experience you can at your local consignment sale. And I'm really excited to jump in and share a little bit about what has worked for us and how you can get the best deals and get the best product at your sale. So let's get started. Okay, so I love consignment sales. I enjoy shopping them. I have 6 kids. I definitely have to shop consignment sales to get all the great deals on really good quality products. So the first tip that I want to share with you guys is that you should be following your local consignment sales on social media. You can do a quick Google search of your local consignment sales. You can ask your friends. It's pretty easy to find the actual companies that do them. But once you find them, make sure you're following them on social media. If you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, wherever you're on, make sure that you're following that, because you're going to find out about the actual dates, which is helpful if you want to shop. You're going to be finding out about any specials, deals, giveaways that they're offering. And 3, you're going to find out how you can get the coveted pre-sale pass, which is tip number 2. So make sure you're following those on social media and make sure you're up to date on all the new information that's coming out. So tip number 2, like I said, is all about the pre-sale pass, baby. This is like the golden ticket in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and you want that golden ticket to get into the pre-sale, to get into that consignment sale as early as possible. Now, if you can't go to a pre-sale because you either don't qualify for a pass, or maybe you do, but you can't get away that day and you can't get in until it's open to the public, that's okay. There's still plenty of deals and great tips to help you get those deals here in just a second. But I want to encourage you that if you can get a pre-sale pass, that is the best way to go, because you're going to get your first pick of things and you're going to get some really great deals, because consignment sales are based on individual families pricing their items. So you can have 5 of the same item, but have 5 different prices. And so you'll get to go in, look and examine all the items, pick out the one you like the most, and pick out the price you like the most if you can get in first. A lot of different things that could qualify you for a pre-sale pass. Some are dependent on your local consignment sale, which is why it's so important to follow tip number 1 and follow them on social media. But some examples are, most consignment sales offer one if you are a volunteer and you volunteer so many hours with the consignment sale, and or if you are a consignor and you're selling stuff with a consignment sale. Those are usually the first kinds of people that get into to shop. Those are 2 ones that all consignment sales for the most part should offer. Other ones they might offer is if you're a Facebook follower or Instagram follower. A lot of times they will offer a pre-sale pass for that. If you're a teacher, a first-time mom, a military family member, I've seen them before for those who are foster parents and or have adopted. So there are a lot of different options, and that's where following that social media will tell you how you can get a hold of those pre-sale passes. So the next few tips are also things that you're going to want to do before you even leave your home. And tip number 3 is to set a budget. It is so important. It is so easy. There are so many great deals out there that you want to snag up, but you don't want to go over budget and regret it later. So make sure you kind of have an idea, whether it's a firm set number or even just an idea if you don't want to go over a certain amount. For us, I consign. I know about how much I get each season. So I have set that as a budget because I want to make sure I don't spend more than I make selling. So that's not a guarantee number, obviously, but I've been doing it long enough that I've seen the cycles and I kind of know the bare minimum number that I make. So anyway, so you kind of want to set that number, whatever it is, before you go shopping. Tip number 4 along those same lines, you want to know what you need. Like, what is it that you actually need? Are you going in there for equipment? Are you going for shoes, for clothes? Are you going for toys? What is it that you need, and what sizes do you need? So I try to do sort of a quick home inventory. If you guys have seen my video on how we organize all our kids' clothes that are that they're not currently wearing, you should definitely check that out, and I'll post that above and below for you guys. But we have a clear tote system. Everything is labeled according to size. I can quickly go to the next size up, flip through and see what do we need for the next season, and I can kind of jot that down. I do try to write it down because it's easy to forget when you get there, at least for me with 6 kids. Maybe if you only have 1 or 2, it's not that hard, but for me it's horribly hard, and honestly it was hard even when I only had 1 or 2 kids. So I try to write down, shoe sizes, who needs what, and just have a basic idea and a kind of a game plan going in. So tip number 5 is you want to make sure that you bring your own bag to the sale. Now this can vary a little bit, again, sale to sale, but in general, they either usually don't provide you a bag to shop and put your stuff in, or if they do, they provide it, but you have to purchase the bag at the end if you want to keep the bag. If not, you can either carry your stuff out by hand, or sometimes they'll offer like a trash bag or something else to carry it with. But I find just bringing some reusable shopping bags just ensures that I'm definitely going to have the ability to carry it out easily to my car, and that I don't have to purchase additional bags because I have lots and I don't really need any more. When you're shopping, especially the pre-sale pass times when there's going to be more people there and more product there, you typically are not going to want to bring strollers and wagons. Now most of them allow that. It's not that you can't have that, but it's more of a strategic thing. There's just more people, and like I said, more product in there. It's a little bit harder to move around. So typically you want the ease of being able to kind of move in and out of places quickly. And so a stroller or a wagon might end up just frustrating you. Now during the open to the public days, the actual main sale days, that's usually not an issue. So feel free to go about doing that. But if I did have to bring a baby or a child or something, a lot of times I would, wear them and do, baby backpack or whatever and do that instead, or have my kids walk alongside me. So just be aware of that when you are shopping. Okay, so you're bringing your own bag. Now when you actually get in the door, you are there, whether it's for the pre-sale or for the general admission sale. I will tell you the first thing I recommend doing is going straight for equipment first, and equipment being strollers, car seats, high chairs, bumpos, you name it, the ride-on toys, anything bigger like that, because those things tend to go faster. Clothes will go, and they will go quickly, but there'll still be other clothes available. Same with shoes and stuff like that, but kind of work your way from the biggest stuff down to clothes. And I just think that in general, it's a matter of getting there quickly and reserving what you want before it sells out. So tip number 7 is along those lines as well. I typically find that most, if not all, consignment sales offer a half price day. Usually the last day or the last day and a half, they will offer a half price day. And usually if you're a volunteer or consigner, you'll also get to shop those early. So again, big plug for volunteering or consigning. But I find that you get to shop those half price days early. Now, some tags will say things are half price, some won't be half price on that day, and they'll still be full price. But I honestly, personally, unless I really, really need one particular thing, as far as clothing goes, I typically will save clothing shopping until the half price sale. And that is simply because usually sales have an excessive amount of clothes. And so it's overwhelming to go through racks and racks and racks and racks and racks of clothes. And so I kind of prefer it to be a little more thinned out. There's still usually a lot of options. There are a few times where that's backfired on me and I've needed something. So that's why I'm saying if you really need a winter jacket and your kid really doesn't have a winter jacket, go ahead and shop the winter jacket on the full price sale. Or if they really need, a pair of jeans, do it. But if in general you're just looking for general winter clothes or general summer clothes or whatever, you probably are fine waiting till the half price sale and getting great deals and discounts, getting twice as much or half the price. So I really think that that's something to consider at least. Another tip is to make sure you keep an eye out for Christmas presents. So first of all, of Christmas presents or birthday presents, any kind of presents. First of all, I will say I am perfectly fine with giving my kids gently used toys for Christmas and gifts. You may not be okay with that, and that's totally fine. But I would encourage you that they still have oftentimes brand new in the box toys, games, books, things like that. So just be aware that even if the idea of buying used doesn't sound appealing to you, or you don't count that as a gift, you can definitely get some new in the box products. So be sure to check that out as well. But always be thinking through that, not just what you need as far as right now, but think a little bit ahead. And I've gotten some great deals in Saks, some great deals on some really expensive toys that we could never afford otherwise. So just something else to keep in mind. Tip number 9 is to make sure you shop costumes. I love going to consignment sales for costumes. And whether you do Halloween or not, really is not an issue, because most kids, at least little kids obviously, love to dress up. And dress up clothes can be very expensive, and it's hard to get good quality ones. If you can find good quality dress up clothes, that is the best scenario. And so I find consignment sales to be a perfect place to find those, and definitely make sure you keep an eye out for fun accessories and then also the actual dress up clothes. The final tip is just to remember that if you are thinking about consigning next year, or if you have in the past, make sure to use a little bit of your shopping time to just kind of scope out and take note of prices. You can see what's the average price point, so that I know next time I'm pricing, do I want to price it, at the average point? If I'm trying to just get rid of stuff, do I want to price it a little bit below that? A lot of consignment sales will give you guidelines for pricing on their website, but the best thing you can do is just shop your local consignment sale and take note of the average range of prices. So I hope all of these have been helpful for you guys. I would love to hear what your favorite consignment sale tips are, so be sure to drop that down in the comments. And I would love if you would take a quick second to like, subscribe, push the little bell notification to be notified of new videos that come out, because I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday on making the most of little moments in homeschooling, home management, parenting, and everything in between. Hope you guys have a great time shopping your local sales, and let me know what fun finds you find at your sales. Talk to you later. Bye.